Imagine being called by the wrong name for over 500 years. That's exactly what happened to the native peoples of America. Let me take you back in time to explain why. This story begins with Christopher Columbus, a man determined to find a westward route to the riches of Asia. In 1492, when Columbus set foot on the islands of the Caribbean, he believed he had achieved his goal of reaching the eastern lands of India. Based on this mistaken belief, he called the people he encountered Indios, the Spanish word for Indians. But Columbus was not in India. Instead, he had stumbled upon a vast new world that was unknown to Europeans. Despite this geographical error, the name Indian stuck and was widely adopted by other explorers, settlers, and later nations, spreading like wildfire across Europe and eventually becoming the common label for all indigenous peoples of the Americas. But let me make this clear. Using the term Indian to refer to the diverse peoples of the Americas is a gross oversimplification. There were thousands of unique tribes and nations living here long before Columbus. Each one had its own language, culture, and traditions, from the Iroquois Confederacy in the north to the mighty empires of the Aztecs and Incas in the south. To reduce such a vast, vibrant array of societies to a single label ignores the incredible diversity that once thrived on the American continents. Imagine trying to label all the countries of Europe with one word. It's impossible to capture the differences and depth of each culture. This same reduction happened with the indigenous peoples, erasing many of their distinctions from global understanding. Yet, this diverse and rich tapestry of indigenous cultures was reduced to a single erroneous term, Indian. Today we know that calling them Indians is not accurate. Many indigenous peoples have expressed a preference for terms like native peoples, indigenous peoples, or even better, their specific tribal names, such as the Cherokee, Navajo, or Lakota. In modern times, the term Native American has gained popularity in the United States, while in Canada, you might hear First Nations. And in Central and South America, the terms Pueblos Indígenas or Indigenas are often used to describe the original peoples of the land. This is a reminder of how a small misunderstanding in history can ripple through centuries. As we learn more about the rich cultures and histories of the indigenous peoples, let us call them by the names they choose and honor their true identity. So, next time you hear the term Indian, remember this: it was Columbus's mistake, but we have the opportunity to correct it by using the proper terms and respecting the history and cultures of native peoples. I remain your host, Myths and Legends. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share and also hit the follow button for more mystical stories.